Welcome to This Bitch with Sara SHENK and Kim Congdon.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of This Bitch Podcast. I'm Kim Congdon.
And I'm Sara SHENK.
Wow, we're back again.
We're back again. We're going to start this pod by addressing something you just told me.
Okay. Tell me.
Share the queso story.
What do you mean?
What you just told me is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah. That when I went out to eat with my friend and her husband, there was a hair in the queso.
First of all, hair in the queso.
Already disturbing.
Is it a curly hair? Is it a black curly hair? Is it a pube? Is it an eyelash?
It's a long, straight, curly hair, like a long strand.
And is it just sticking straight up?
This is really hard to talk about.
Go on. Are you going to throw up?
Maybe. Ooh.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Ooh.
Gets one hair in her queso. Hair in her queso. Are you crying? Is this a lie? Are you lying?
No, that really fucks me up.
What, the hair in the queso?
Yeah.
I know. I could vomit too. Don't vomit.
This story is really hard to tell.
You're acting like you're talking about your parents' divorce, but you're talking about the trauma from the hair you had in your queso.
Okay, so I dipped the chip. Do you feel what I'm feeling?
Yeah, I feel like there's throw up right here.
Okay, so I dipped the chip in the queso.
And are we talking an orange queso? That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah. And out comes a chunk of like hair with.
Oh my god, I'm straight up. You have me gagging on the pod.
This story is really bad, you guys. It's worse. Sarah's only gagging because she knows the end. Stop. We gotta stop gagging into the mic. We're gonna lose all our followers. Everyone's throwing up. Okay, should we go on or should we let it go?
No, we gotta get through it. But I can't. Please don't gag. If you gag, I will gag.
Okay.
You know what?
No, Sarah, we have to stop.
Okay.
No. Sarah,
it's
no.
4 minutes into the podcast. The only thing that's happened is us making throw up noise.
I'm sorry. Okay, there's maybe going to be 2 more gags in this, just to let you know, and then we're going to move on to a different story. The ending is crazy.
Get through the queso Chronicles.
So I pick up the chunk of hair with the queso on it, and I say, "There's a hair in the queso."
And right then,
and I look to the waitress to go and tell her, and right then, my friend's husband took the chip out of my hand and ate it.
With the hair?
Ate it with the hair on it and swallowed it.
Okay, we got through it.
It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to process in my life, and I feel privileged to say that.
I just threw up and then burped. I'm not okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that that was gonna turn out like that.
I know.
We just all suffered something together, so we're closer. We're trauma bonded.
It was really bad. It was honestly, it was bad.
That's grounds for divorce.
Can we move on?
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like it's my fault? I didn't realize it was gonna. When you told me it before, this didn't happen.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, I didn't gag initially.
Why?
I don't know. It's like the more I really started picturing the hair in the queso and that feeling and the smell of queso. And
okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I get it. That was really rough. Ooh, what a way to start off the podcast. I mean,
with a banger.
Really, it was like a fucking Jackass audition. It was crazy. What the fuck, dude?
It's so crazy because I have a pretty strong gag reflex. I'm not someone who normally...
Oh, not Sara being a whore on the podcast. Not her being an absolute slut
What
bag.
I'm saying is I have no gag reflex, much like a porn star. No. But that queso hair in the queso chronicle, oh, that could make anyone vomit.
Yeah.
Even the biggest of whores.
Even the ones who lack the gag reflex. Yeah, so it's been a while since we've seen each other.
Since we've seen each other, you've gotten into snow activities.
Oh yeah, I went. Well, first I went and did a weekend at Mohegan Sun at the casino. You know, I had the weekend of my life, sweetheart.
You were at the casino.
You know, there's nothing more I love than a little sport activity and some gambling.
Oh yeah, she's having a boys' time. She's doing boys' activities.
I was having a boys' night.
Yeah. So okay, what happened at the casino? How was the stand-up?
The stand-up was good. It was really great. I did comics at Mohegan Sun. The shows were all sold out, I think. The room was packed.
Where is Mohegan Sun?
It's in Connecticut.
Plot twist.
If you're in Connecticut, go watch some shows at Mohegan Sun. Gamble a little. The problem is, everything I got paid for the show, I put into the machine, honey.
I could have told you that.
Yeah.
I could have told
Lewis
you
was so lucky.
what he won.
This motherfucker was walking around the casino, and he's like, this one. And he points to a slot machine. And I was like, don't put your money in this old-ass machine. And he was like, this one. I get feelings from them. And he put a 20 in. And then he won like $6 back on the second hand. And I was like, okay, cool, take it out. You won $6. Great, you won. And he was like, no. And he was like committed to putting the whole 20 in. And on the last hand, he won $400.
I one time had an experience like that on a slot machine.
You had a feeling?
I had a feeling. I put $20 in and I won $800.
Whoa.
At Morongo.
Whoa, is this a real thing?
The feeling?
The feeling.
The feeling was real. But also so was the mental illness, you know? It's like, is it a feeling or do I have an addiction problem?
I know.
One or the other.
You know I have to pull you every week.
Fucking bumper chairs over here.
This bitch, I gotta center her every week. She can't center herself. Ow, my finger's stuck in this.
Karma, it's a bitch. It reacts in real time. Are you serious right now?
Yes.
Get it out.
Oh.
This is why people come back to this show.
Oh, because we're real. We break the fourth wall.
You never know what's gonna happen.
You think another podcast host would have did that? No, they would have pretended their finger was fine. Not me.
Had a PA come help.
Yeah, not me. I treat you guys like my personal friends.
Family.
Lover.
We start yelling at them.
Wait, what's that song? What's that song that's like, you're like your brother,
closer to me than your mother.
Closer to me like a brother. Closer to me like your sister. Close to me you're like my brother. You are my everything. You're my only one. And for you the song I sing all my life. I pray for someone like you. Why did he say close to me you're like my like my mother, my father, my brother, my sister? It's too much, I think.
He's into incest.
I think it's too much with the family.
I think.
So I gambled.
You gambled?
I gambled.
How much time did you do at the casino?
30.
How was it?
It was very fun.
Were the crowds good? Were they drunk?
The crowds were nice and drunk casino people.
Cool.
They were great. They were, you expect in a casino people to come in and be like
rude.
No, like close to their deathbed almost.
Really?
Like a casino comedy show. Like if you're going in a casino and you want to stop at a comedy show, you're not. People that go to casinos to gamble, they're not going to a comedy show.
I've had some weird casino shows.
But this crowd was rowdy and fun. And they have a bull there. So you could ride a mechanical
I saw
bull.
the footage. I saw you flying off the bull, and then you had a caption that said, "It's impossible to be sexy on these."
Yeah, it is. I was trying to be hot on it. I was like, I can't keep sliding off this thing. They're like, you have to buy a pair of our shorts and then your legs stick. And I was like,
what? What kind of scam are they running? They want you in their booty shorts.
But it did make sense that if your thighs can hold on to because your pants slide off of it. But it's They were cute shorts. They were cute shorts, and they have slow-mo videos of these hot chicks on the bowl. Mm-hmm. It was I was like, I did not look like that on the bowl. I was like, ah!
And that's like, I used to work at Saddle Ranch. I used to sell those bull rides.
I love that you used to work at Saddle Ranch, and I love that you whispered it.
Saddle Ranch. I used to work at Saddle Ranch.
Don't tell.
They were mean.
How did you open up to saying, like, to a table? Like talk to me like I'm at your table.
Okay, so no, I was a hostess and the seller of bull rides. So you'd come
Was that your title?
Yeah.
The seller of bull rides?
Yeah. I'd sign people up for the bull rides. I'd be like, sign this
is that
waiver,
what it said
tip
on your,
me here.
But is that what it said on your check? Seller of bull rides?
It's like host / bull rides sales. That was my job. That was my actual job.
Okay.
And then I had a greeting I had to say. Said, hey, welcome to Saddle Ranch. I'm Sara. You guys hungry? You ready for some great steaks? You should try the cobbler. It's like the reason I work here.
It's like the reason I work here.
Yeah, but I never tried the cobbler. They just made me say that. And then they said,
I think we're going to get sued by Saddle Ranch. Did you sign an NDA?
I don't know. It's been years. This was Saddle Ranch circa 05.
Oh, the owner's probably done OD'd over there.
Yeah. A lot has probably changed since. But I had to bring my headshot in for the interview at Saddle Ranch.
Oh, no. That's so funny.
It was crazy working there. And yeah, I would sell bull rides. I would make a lot of cash a night. And I was young, so I would just go spend it on clothes. I wish I had that money now.
Oh, that was the same when I worked at my college restaurant. I was making like $800 a night. I remember one time just taking $300 and throwing it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Just getting drunk with my friend. We were so rowdy. We were all making so much money. We would hit people with it.
No.
Yes.
When you make money,
you're out of control. When you make money too young, you're out of control. I spent it all on vacations and fun and clothes
and jeans. I was like, I'm never gonna regret buying $200 jeans. Remember when jeans were not $200? Remember when jeans were just like
30,
a reasonable amount?
Yeah, jeans are so insanely expensive now.
You have to be rich to wear denim
because jeans are like tampons. They know that everybody needs them.
Yeah,
everybody needs a pair of jeans, so they're like, we have to.
Not
that everybody needs a tampon, but, you know, a lot of people need them.
Let's talk about tampons for a second.
Let's not.
Please, let's talk about them.
What?
1, they're expensive.
Yeah.
2,
they're bad for you.
And I try to find the ones that are organic.
Yeah.
They never fucking have them. So here I am putting who knows what in there.
What are you putting in there? What are you putting in there?
Well, a lot of them are a tampon pearl. But it just feels like not the best option. Also, a Diva cup.
No, I'm not fucking with any of that. I
rinse out your cup.
I manifest that I don't. I can't think about it because I'll get dizzy.
What, your period?
Yeah. It makes me dizzy too.
Okay.
Bodily functions make me dizzy.
Well, to me,
and now I'm dizzy again.
The period doesn't get less shocking. You would think that after having your period for years and years and years, it would be less shocking.
Every time's like the first time.
Every time is like the first time. It's traumatic.
I'm shocked. I'm actually like, what is this?
I'm like, yeah. Even though you're expecting it, it's still a shock.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, what is going on here? It was like a murder scene.
Yeah.
Not into it.
No.
Here I am. I thought it was going to get easier. Like, when I first got my period, I was like, by the time I'm 34, it'll be no problem. I'm like...
Don't worry, we just got to wait it out a few more years, then we're out.
Yeah, then it's menopause.
Yeah, then we're hot and cold. Then we
die. That shit seems fucked up.
That's why I gamble.
Oh, we're getting to the root.
We're getting deep.
I start taking notes.
I'm
like,
deep.
Okay,
that's why I gamble. Because
death is imminent.
Yeah, and every month's another period.
So how was your gambling? What did you gamble your money away on? Poker,
blackjack? I did blackjack. I had fun. It was fine.
Hit.
It was a good weekend. I had more fun snowboarding, though.
Of course.
Let me tell you, people try to tell me who I am, and they're wrong. okay.
Oh no.
There was a almost relationship ending argument happening between me and the whole group that I was growing with.
Yeah.
Alex, Harrington, Lewis, Bobby.
Right.
They all wanted to ski. And I know from personal experience that I like to skateboard and surf.
You like dude activities. You wanted to snowboard. Before you even left, this was a huge issue. You were on the phone. You're like, I can snowboard. Trust me, I know myself. I'm from Florida. I can ski. I can snowboard. I can do anything. Trust me.
And the argument was that I was going to slow down the group. And that when you ski, it just slows down the group. Or when you snowboard versus ski, it's harder to get around. Yeah, it's harder to keep up. The group has to wait on you. And so the first day I skied, and the way Alex would describe me, and I stayed up. By the time I did it a few times, Harrington could not stand on any of them. On any of the things.
Okay.
Harrington could not even stand.
Relatable. That's how I would be.
He was just falling over. He was fucking sick of it. Bobby Hutch didn't seem to like it either.
Okay.
And Alex and Lewis took off like bandits in the snow. Just powder.
No.
Yes. Just like they'd been skiing together their whole lives. And I learned pretty fine. Like, it was fine. Like, I'd stay up. I'd fall a little. It was hard. Every time you fell, the skis would fly off. You'd have to go up the mountain. The sticks would fly off your hands. So you have to get the sticks and the skis while you're in snow boots on a mountain. And
none of this sounds fun to me.
Yeah, and they go in different places. And it was just a lot of work. And I told them after the first day, I said, I think I really want to snowboard tomorrow. So they were all annoyed at me because the second day, I made a stop at the ski shop so I could trade my gear in.
Okay.
Which is annoying when you're on a group trip, you know? They're like,
but you're like, but in your defense, you knew you wanted to snowboard the whole time. Yes. You just did it to appease the group by starting off with the skiing.
Yeah, I said, okay, I'll see if I have enjoy it, I won't push the snowboarding thing. But I understood it sort of, and I didn't really enjoy it. The whole time while I was doing it, I kept whispering, I hate this.
Skiing's very... It's like rich white.
It's weird
activity.
Yeah.
To me.
I got to tell you, skiing is a very New York activity. Those motherfuckers like to hold shit and travel. They just like to like carry a bunch of shit in their hands.
Multitask.
The skis, how like they cross over and clank on each other. The thing I was having a problem with mentally was a snowboard is one board. That's it. Skis are these separate things. Every time I fell, my ankles would be like doing this shit instead of just like one place every time. It doesn't make sense to me that would be the more comfortable choice. And it is just things in your hands, the two separate skis. It's so much.
Okay, this is how I think of it. I think of skiing as using chopsticks and snowboarding as using a fork.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
And it's like, just give me the fucking fork. I know what's happening.
I'll eat the meal quicker.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what are we doing? And it's like, I'll use chopsticks the first time to show you that I can use chopsticks. But we all know that the fork is easier and you get to eat more.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's exactly what it was. So I go and get my snowboard, and they go, okay, go hit the bunny slope a few times and then meet us. Like when you get the hang of it. So me and Harrington switches too, because he's like, yeah, maybe that's my problem too. Okay. I as soon as I try and stand on the snowboard, I can't even get up. I'm like, oh no. And then I'm like, did I make a mistake? Do I need to go back to the ski shop? Because I was like, I can't be on my ass all day. This is the second day of the trip. Yeah. And I can't really get up. And I find one guy and I just ask him like, how do you stand up? And he taught me real quick how to stand up. And after that, it was over. I stood up. I made it to the fucking belt. I made it down the mountain once. I went up. I made it down the mountain a second time. By the third time, I was learning how to steer the shit. Harrington, not even stood up yet. No. He just was having so much trouble. But it's like, it really is a specific
skill.
Yeah, if you don't do stuff like that, it's like not... It's not like it's not for everyone. It really isn't. It's
not
a specific,
for me.
Yeah, it's a very like skiing was not for me. And if I didn't snowboard before, I wouldn't have been able to, or if I didn't skate and surf before, I wouldn't have been able to snowboard.
I also feel like learning how to ski is either happens in childhood. Like the people I
Yeah.
know who are
Your
good
parents take you skiing.
They love you. They take you to do winter activities. My parents were like, we're not skiers.
Yeah.
I remember other families would go, and I'd be like, I want to go. They'd be like, we're not skiers.
Yeah.
We're not skiers.
We don't ski.
No
We're
one
not
in this family belongs in the
skis.
snow.
Yeah.
We're land people.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah, the snow is very interesting. But then, so that's the second day was super icy. The first day was like kind of snowy. The second day was super icy. And have you ever experienced icy
Ice.
versus
It's slippery,
snowy?
right?
It's slippery, yeah. And so I'm snowboarding pretty well. I'm at this point on the past the bunny slope on the next level with Lewis and Alex, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got it. You actually, you're keeping up." And then they're like, "We're gonna go on a harder one," and I go, "Oh, I can do it." And they were like, "You should go down this one a few more times," and that pissed me off, the competitive in me.
Oh, God. It's like saying, I dare you.
Yeah, I was like, "No, I can do it." And so I went on the next mountain up, and they went down so quick. And I was like going kind of slow, and then it was icy, and I turned a corner, and I fell right off the side of the shit. Like slid down probably like not even that far, but it felt really far. I probably slid down like 20 feet.
And then after that, were you done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was done completely. You know how bad it had to be for me to
Yeah.
be done completely? Like, I left the cabin and went back to the Airbnb.
Well, that's where I would have been the whole time, in the Airbnb.
Oh, yeah. I was in the sauna. I was on live on TikTok. Like, I was
There
living
was
my
a
best
sauna?
life. Yeah. Oh, I'll get to where we stayed. You would have loved it. Oh, that was the chair. I was like,
She
what the
made
fuck
a
is that?
noise and then scared herself.
And then I got a huge bruise.
Let's see.
It's on my ass. I'll show it in the corner of the thing so I don't flash.
People, hit that subscribe button, okay? Holy shit. Holy shit. You need to ice that. That looks like it hurts so bad.
It's my whole butt.
Did it hurt so bad?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, put it away.
It looks like, when those babies come out with birthmarks.
If my baby comes out with a birthmark like that, I'm sending it back.
Oh, I
Is that bad to say?
myself. No. I think you rock with it.
Yeah,
You're sending it back?
I'm sending it back.
To where? Are you going to kill it? Are you admitting that you're a baby murderer?
No.
Well, we stayed at this castle. And I know you.
Sorry, why didn't you? Why is this the first time I hear about the hair in the queso before I hear about the castle you stayed in?
We stayed in a castle. Like, legitimately, it was like.
A castle in Connecticut?
Yeah. No, this was in Pennsylvania. In the Poconos.
You stayed in the Poconos?
In a castle in the Poconos.
And let's talk about the castle.
The castle was pretty dope. It was like a
What?
castle in the middle of the woods. It was like medieval themed.
Wait,
So when you
stayed
walked in, there was
a
a
medieval castle?
Yeah, so there was like when you walk in, it's all like winter trees. So there's like all branches and like all this land, a huge lake, a life-size chessboard, and then when you walk in, it's this long driveway up to this castle. And on the left is a guillotine, where they put their heads in and chop their necks off. And I was like, "What is this?" And they're like, "It's like fun." I'm gonna tell you, everything we did this weekend was very white.
A guillotine?
It is
So,
like-
LOL, people getting decapitated.
LOL. It had a sauna, which was sick,
That's amazing.
outside in the winter with a window where you could see the snow.
Yeah, that's where I would have been the whole time with a hot chocolate.
That's what and then a jacuzzi, which was nice, a bonfire pit, which was nice. And yeah, it was cool.
That sounds so fun.
It was great. But the bruise,
The bruise nuts.
I feel like I've been treating myself like I got a BBL,
What's a BBL?
a Brazilian butt lift. When those girls get the butt surgeries and then they're on their plane. Have you ever seen how they get on the planes?
No.
Oh, you're gonna die.
Post BBL.
Yeah, post BBL plane in Miami. It's just a bunch of women face down on the seats.
So everyone's just going to Miami for their butt lifts and
Yes.
then flying back all fucked up.
Yes.
Yes, I want to see this.
Look, they go like, so this is a line of women at Santo Domingo after Dominican Republic after BBL surgery. Oh, this is actually kind of rude. Let's see.
It's just like a bunch of like women who can't function.
It's just a bunch of women in wheelchairs.
No.
If you come out of certain cities, there's like, if you come out of Miami, like at certain times, it's just a bunch of women like with like nose job stuff.
No.
Yes. There's a bunch of women on the plane and they sit like this. They sit like this.
No one can see, but
like this.
How can you fly like that?
I don't know, but they have to because they can't. Because if you sit on your butt after a Brazilian butt lift too soon, it flattens.
Okay.
It's got to like mold and dry.
I'm doing that in private if I'm getting a butt lift. I don't want to be.
Well, then you have to rent a hotel for a month.
Rent a hotel for a month?
An Airbnb wherever you're at. You can't travel, or you have to fly private.
Okay.
How do you do that in private?
BBL. Mm-hmm. Brazilian butt lift is not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not at all.
It's not for the poor either.
It's literally not for the faint of heart. You'll die if you have a bad heart and you get that surgery.
No, that shit looks crazy.
That shit looks crazy.
There is this woman in the valley who was doing those Brazilian butt lifts, and she got arrested for doing them from her house.
Yeah, she should. That's fucking crazy.
Imagine being like, "Hey, come on over to my place. Poker and butt lifts."
Poker, some blackjack and BBLs. Yum yum.
Just another night in Los Angeles. BBL, Brazilian butt lift. I heard that Kim Kardashian got hers removed.
I think a lot of people are now. It's like not trendy anymore. Now skinny's coming back, which is my worst nightmare.
Skinny coming back is my worst nightmare.
You know what's coming back that's upsetting me?
What?
Low-waisted jeans.
Oh yeah.
It's like, thank you, Julia Fox, you fucking cunt.
Julia Fox, I've had enough of her.
I've had enough of her. She's over here dictating how we're gonna live our lives.
She's over here.
This fucking bitch.
All fucking confused. All Kanye'd out.
All fucking Kanye'd out.
All twisted.
Acting like she knows shit.
It's like, now she's the marker of taste.
Oh, we wear our pants low.
Uncut jams. Did you hear this?
More like uncut abs. I have uncut abs, so stop bringing these jeans back, you bitch. No, we need to ban low-waisted jeans again.
I think just Julia Fox from Society.
Yeah.
Nothing that she's brought to the table has been positive for me personally.
I kind of like her.
The eye makeup that Kanye did. Imagine if Kanye did that eye makeup.
We've all been a dumb bitch for a guy. We've all been Julia Fox.
Yeah.
Just hers. She almost did it the right way because she got more out of it. Nobody would even know who she was.
No, she was in Uncut Gems.
Yeah, but who knows that?
A lot of people.
Nobody cared about her. Nobody cared about her before. Nobody cared about her. How many friends do you have talking about Uncut Gems?
When it first came out a lot, but now. Did you see it?
No.
That's the problem.
I actually heard it was great. Is it a poker movie?
It's not a poker movie, but it's just a high anxiety movie, and Adam Sandler's in it, and she's in it. And
it's a high anxiety movie. You know, listen, don't be pitching. That is a bad pitch.
I'm telling you, because anyone who has seen it will tell you, it makes you, the way that it's shot makes you anxious, but it's good. It's like adrenaline building.
You know what? I like Euphoria.
I'm still recovering from it. The problem is I binged both seasons in like a week, which was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It's like processing like a lot of trauma in a small amount of time, but I love the show. I mean, yeah. The show's incredible.
It is, but it's still weird to accept it.
You know, I'm also just, what do you mean it's weird to
someone
accept
tweeted a perfectly description and said, Euphoria is fine to watch if you pretend you're living in an alternate universe where it's appropriate to watch children fucking so much and hate fucking and fucking adults where no one even brings up that's the appropriate part.
No, so much of what happens is toxic, and in the first season they make it seem so. I think it's interesting, and Cassman and I talked about this, how in the first season it's like they're just like doing drugs and hanging out and having fun, and then in the second season that's when shit gets real. You see more of like the repercussions for their behaviors, but in the first season it's almost glorified.
Yeah.
And there's moments of the drug use where you're like, oh, that looks pretty fun.
That's
in the first season, and then in the second season you're like, oh, never mind.
That's actually very true. So if you only watch the first season of Euphoria, you want to party hard.
Yeah, but if you watch the second season, you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like, I think I'll just go outside, enjoy some sunlight.
Yeah, I went to Texas.
How was that?
Speaking of sunlight.
How was Texas?
Let me tell you, the guys are hotter in Texas.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean? The guys are much hotter in Texas. They're like, well, first of all, we have very different taste.
That's true.
The guys I think are hotter in Texas. They're like bigger. They're physically bigger.
Well, the men in Los Angeles are very dainty.
Honey, I could break every man in LA with my pinky toe.
They're fragile. We could suffocate them with our thighs.
Emotionally and physically.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
And the guys in Texas are a little toxic.
The guys in Texas
but bigger.
Eat hair from Queso.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not my vibe at all.
But I'd rather that than a dude that goes, ewy, a hair. Like I want to be the one that says ewy, a hair.
I don't know about that. I want him to send it back. And them to not spit in the next Queso.
Yeah. Send him back, but be polite.
Be polite.
Have you ever been with someone that was rude to a waiter?
Yeah, it's our first red flag.
Do you say something in the moment?
No, I just feel really uncomfortable and then think, okay, I'm never hanging out with this person again.
Do you tip more on their behalf?
It just depends.
I have never been near someone that was rude to it. Well, actually, my mom growing up always sent shit back.
If she did.
Like, if it wasn't perfect, she always sent shit back.
I don't like sending stuff back unless there's a real reason.
Me too. She would send it back if she just didn't like it. Like, if she was trying something new and she didn't like it. Which I don't think is a reason to send something back.
Actually, never mind.
Yeah, she would just be like... I remember she would always ask for like like she liked her shit like super sweet, like sweeter than she likes her shit like sweeter than normal shit is.
Okay.
Like very sweetened.
Okay.
Like if she got a sweet tea, she would add sugar to it.
Okay.
And she would always get a mango tea wherever she wanted. But she wouldn't understand that some people use like mango flavoring. Some people use mango puree. But what she liked was the puree. Okay, obviously.
Okay.
It's the best way to have it.
Right.
So if someone didn't have the mango tea with the mango puree, she'd always go, ugh. Right.
No.
Yes.
No.
Right in front of the server's face. It would embarrass the fuck out of me.
No.
Yeah. And she'd send it back.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing's worse than sending something back. Especially, but also when you have to send it back, but you don't want to be a Karen, but you're like, this is not cool.
Yeah.
You know, because you automatically assume that you're going to be viewed as being a Karen.
Right.
In a way.
Sometimes I start my sentences with, I don't want to be a Karen. Yeah, I did that when we went to our spa day. Remember we went to get the salads afterwards, and me and Sarah just spent 9 hours having the most relaxed full day I've truly ever had. And then we go into the salad place and they are like blaring like Juice WRLD.
Like bad
terrible music. And all the Juice WRLD fans are going to come for us.
I don't even know what Juice WRLD is.
It's a rapper who died.
Oh. I almost just blessed myself.
R.I.P. Juice WRLD.
This one's for you, Juice WRLD. Pouring out some rain for the homie. I got back from a wedding. I went to Casim's brother's wedding, which was fun. It was the most socializing I've done in a really long time, but it was so fun.
Weddings are so fun.
It was so much fun.
Did you have to travel for it?
We went to Palm Springs, yeah.
That's not too far.
It wasn't too far, no.
This bitch said she had to travel. Look at
old
Sleepy Town over here.
Minutes. We drove 90
Not
minutes.
her saying that an hour and a half is traveling.
Well, you asked.
Let me tell you.
Did I pack a bag? Yes.
Let me tell you guys, save and download these podcasts because in 3-4 years, you're never going to see this bitch again. She is going to. She is close to fully isolating.
No, I'm not. I went to Palm Springs.
You called it traveling.
Yeah. I packed a bag, bitch. Anytime I pack a bag, it's traveling, okay? I'm not in Connecticut in the Poconos, whatever the fuck it is. Poconos. This bitch.
Pinocchio's.
She goes skiing one time in the Pinocchio's, comes back a different hoe. She's like, I'm sorry, you did not travel. You went to Palm Springs. I'm like, okay, sorry, not everyone's in Connecticut in the Pinocchio's.
Stop saying Pinocchio's.
No.
It's Poconos.
Whatever.
You're saying it like Pinocchio.
You were in the Pocahontas Mountains, and ever since you came back, you've been a real cunt. You don't travel. You went to Palm Springs for a few days. I was in the Pinocchio's in Connecticut. Excuse me. Not everyone can be as worldly as you.
It's like when someone comes back from Barcelona. Don't you hate that shit?
Goes to the yeah.
Oh, I went to Barcelona. Oh, did you? We get it. Your parents paid for your trip. Did they pay for your basic thing?
Ibiza.
I went to Barcelona. It's actually pronounced Barcelona.
She goes to the Poconos once, comes back in new bitch.
I'm like, I come up, I'm like, I'm making noises at you. Sorry, I'm getting gnarly with the fresh pow pow.
Yeah, she's different now.
Sorry. Hey, I ripped that one. Did you see me rip? I got a little puddle skitty skit. You know the terms. I don't know what the terms are.
Border Kim.
I felt like I was Johnny Tsunami.
I don't know who Johnny Tsunami is.
What the fuck, dude? Have some fucking culture.
Okay, first of all, you come with a Johnny Tsunami reference as if that's culture.
Have you ever seen Johnny Tsunami?
No.
Have you ever seen anything good? The Proud Family?
Yeah, but not in so long. The Proud Family.
What did you watch growing up? Who
Rugrats.
are you?
Rugrats.
What about when
and
you
I
got
used
older?
to play this game
What
called
about-
Beanie Baby Hospital, where I would operate on my Beanie Babies.
What did you watch besides Rugrats?
A lot of Rugrats. Daria.
I feel like she was watching
Daria,
Rugrats until she was in high school, and this is the
100%.
issue. I think the issue is she's only ever watched Rugrats.
MTV Spring Break.
Oh, okay, I would fuck with that.
And then my mom locked the TV. She put a password on it because I would sit in front of MTV Spring Break for hours.
Oh,
and
no.
be like,
being influenced by the party scene.
By the party culture. I'd be like, I'm going to Cancun.
You're like, they're eating pixie sticks with their nose.
Yeah, so that's what I watch. A lot of Rugrats.
A lot of Rugrats and Spring Break MTV is a wild combo. I could see how that would create a comedian.
That's how you get me.
You are literally the perfect product of if Rugrats had a baby with MTV Spring Break.
I know.
That's so funny.
I identify as Baby Dill.
Wow, she knows the characters by name. Remember Chuggy's mom was dead?
Yeah. Baby Dill they introduced later. So that's how you know I was a fan.
Oh, yeah. That's how I know. I bet you watched the Rugrats movie. I remember the Rugrats movie. Do you remember the Rugrats movie?
Yeah.
With the monkeys?
Yeah. That was weird.
That was weird. That's when Dill was born, though, in the movie.
I had a hiccuping Baby Dill doll.
No.
Yes.
A hiccuping baby Dill doll?
Yes.
Say
Nostalgia.
that 5 times fast. Nostalgia.
Hiccuping Baby Dill.
Really?
Yeah.
And he hiccuped?
Yeah. He would hiccup and then you put his pacifier in.
Wait, did I have that?
Maybe.
I feel like I had a Tommy. And their mouths would move. Am I right about this?
Hiccuping. Maybe you had hiccuping. I had hiccuping Baby Dill doll. But by the way, Dill doll sounds like dildo.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You got a hiccuping dildo?
Hiccuping dildo.
Currently sold out $31. I did not have that thing. That is terrifying, dude. That is so scary.
And I would carry it around like it was my child, and it would hiccup in my arms.
Who was your favorite character?
I don't know. I guess I really liked Baby Dill when he came along.
Sarah just really wanted a little brother.
I wanted a little brother.
Wow.
I always wanted a brother. Did you?
No.
You're like, I'm good. This family's chaotic.
Yeah, I just didn't need ever want anything else.
Yeah, I always wanted a brother. Or
I wanted an older brother. It would have been cool. But I had my cousin who lived with us, and I would just tell people he was my older brother, which meant I wanted an older brother.
Yeah.
I'd be like, he's my brother. And I don't know why I thought that lie was so cool.
Being the older child is weird. right? Do you like being the oldest?
Oh, I remember one time having to tell when I was 7, having to tell my cousin who was 8. He had to pretend to be my boyfriend and chase this boy away with a bat because this boy it was like a 10-year-old kid and he wouldn't leave me alone. No. And he came by and my cousin came out with a bat and he said, "I'm her boyfriend."
No, I know.
Yeah, that's the most Florida I've ever gotten.
That is
making my cousin pretend he was my boyfriend. But I had to, and it worked. That could never bothered me again.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, even young boys don't respect you unless you have a man. I learned early on. Isn't that crazy? That's the only way to get a guy away from you is to scare him with another man.
That's scary.
I know.
And real. We're real on this show.
Because if I would have said he's my cousin, the kid would have been like, so?
Yeah, you gotta say your cousin's your boyfriend if you want.
You gotta say your cousin's your boyfriend.
If you're from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cassim gave a wedding speech that was good.
That's great.
Which was a relief.
Were you nervous for him when he
started?
No,
I knew he was going to be good. Okay. But it was still like, he crushed it, which was hot. If he would have bombed it,
oh, God.
I would have still loved him.
But it would have been a different kind of love.
It would have been. It
wouldn't have been as unconditional. If he got sick, you'd think about it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I don't know if I want this. Was he gonna crush at his own funeral? Yeah. No, that's nice that he did well, and then you got to be with him the rest of the night. You always want to be with the crusher.
Yeah, he did great.
Nothing like being with someone who's bombing.
Have you ever done a wedding speech?
Ow, my finger keeps getting stuck in this fucking thing. No, I have not. I used to write wedding speeches as a job.
I know, as a side hustle.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good money.
Yeah.
But it was really hard work, too.
I can't even imagine. You get like a bio of the bride and the groom.
Yeah, and then they would come back and edit your shit, and I'd be like, listen, don't be editing my shit, Angela from Wisconsin. Like, I don't need your fucking tags. And they would want you to add like unfunny shit to it because just people think that they know better.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you can ruin this speech, or you can just follow exactly the way I wrote it and kill.
Yeah, up to you.
Up to you. But yeah, if you want me to add about your dog, Pico de Gallo.
That's on you, bitch.
That's on you, bitch. You're going to kill the punchline, but do whatever you have to do.
Yeah, because people need help with the wedding speech vibe.
For sure.
Not everyone can just do it.
No.
But it was so great. Bad. It was like funny. It was heartfelt. It was like all the things.
Good.
I was happy about that.
Good.
Because it would have been a different story.
Yeah, he would have had to leave.
I would have been.
He would have had to travel all the way back home. She would have had to take a red eye home. After coming all the way over here to the Springs, I left my home for this. I left my home.
No, I left
in
my
the Pinocchios for this.
She goes to Connecticut. She's a world traveler now.
We should end the podcast here.
Nose up. Goodbye. Let's log off.
We're logging out.
We're logging off. Guys, smash that subscribe.
Hit that like.
New episodes every Monday. Tell your friends about this bitch. If you're enjoying this bitch, leave a review. It just takes 1 second and it makes a big difference for us. We would really appreciate it. Follow me at Princess Shank. Check out my podcast, Shank. Kim?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon, and on TikTok at Kim Congdon. It doesn't matter. Don't follow me on TikTok. It's kind of embarrassing. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/QueenKong1, CONG1. And check out my other podcast, Broad Topix, anywhere you find podcasts and on the Gas Digital Network. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.